OnlyFans isn't even the worst of it. Hello, welcome to Dangerous Policy, a channel aimed at intelligent people wanting to discuss important issues facing life and society. My name is Crispin, and today I'm going to discuss an app that is much like OnlyFans, only more dangerous and aimed at young people. OnlyFans has developed as a bizarre kind of pornography in which people could subscribe to a particular individual to get content exclusively from them in order to develop a pseudo relationship. Now, I have done a video called The Psychology of OnlyFans. I'd recommend you go check that out, explaining why many men fall into the trap of subscribing to an OnlyFans content creator and why women themselves were getting into that business model. And it is extremely harmful for both groups, but there is a underlying need that underpins this, which is the need for affection. Anyone can get up and look at any type of porn on the internet for free instantaneously, but what people want is a connection, and OnlyFans allows that to happen in a pretend form. So go check out that video because I go into some detail there. But recently I discovered something that is arguably worse and has flown under the radar for some time. I was trying to watch a sporting event that was happening across the other side of the world, wasn't being televised here in Australia. I got on Twitter and they said, look, download this app and you'll be able to watch it. So I downloaded this app and I did not find this particular sporting broadcast, but I did find something else. This app is called BIGO Live, B-I-G-O Live. It's a mobile phone only app, and this is important, I'll come back to that. It was founded originally in Singapore. It's had over 400 million downloads and 40 million active users today. So what is it? Well, if you are aged 16 and over, 16, and I have to say their verification systems don't seem to be particularly impressive, you can broadcast yourself online through their app. And people, wherever they are in the world, can come and view you and send you gifts. Now, these gifts are electronic things for which the contributors spend real money. So they'll send, electronic flowers or little panda animations or little chariots and Cinderella costumes and all these kinds of things. It's very much juvenile in the way that it's done. It's really aimed to be, very sort of youth market, if you like. And the content creator who's broadcasting themselves can exchange that for real money. The ratio, when I worked it out, is about 5 to 1. So for every $5 in gifts a person gives a creator, that creator can turn that into $1, for example. So the vast majority of the money flows to the business itself. And what kind of content is created? Well, it's marketed as the sort of thing of up-and-coming performers, right? People who are artists or musicians, and they want to get their content out there to a mass audience so that maybe they'll one day be picked up by a record label or a talent scout or something like that. Well, in actual fact, the vast majority, from what I could see, were young women, very young, I have to say, in their own bedrooms, dancing in front of the camera. Now, the BIGO Live does not allow quote-unquote adult content, much like OnlyFans is going into today. But I tell you what, they push the line as far as they can. Most of these girls are sitting in their underwear. They are telling all kinds of really personal things about themselves, and they tend to come from countries where even a few dollars would make a significant difference to their standard of living. And the vast majority of the viewership are people who are male and of all ages, including very old men. So if you're a parent and you hear a lot about OnlyFans. OnlyFans is a problem in terms of our society and our culture. The fact that it is filling a need that we should not have. We should not have a deficit in affection. We should not have a deficit in companionship and real relationships. The fact that this is a commodified product is the harm. Whereas BIGO Live is harmful in a much more direct way. If you don't know what your kids are doing on their apps, make sure you check they don't have this app. The icon for the app looks very childlike. It looks very innocent. This has been running under the radar for a long time. Now, my understanding of this company is it's always been the sort of 5th or 6th largest streaming service. So people talk about YouTube and Twitch and OnlyFans, but in fact, this program is worldwide. I think they made about $30 million last year. It tells you how much money men are pouring into these content creators, so-called. And because it's an app-only product, it's not the sort of thing you'll see in the living room on the laptop or on the personal computer. You actually have to know what the people are doing on their own phones in order to recognize that this is happening. So the whole interface of BIGO Live is aimed at younger people. They're very colorful animations. There are all these, very cartoonish voices that are done with all these GIFs. The way in which you're encouraged to give gifts is very much gamification. So you draw little, roses on the content creator and they appear and so forth. And what happens is when a content creator gets a gift, and I use this term loosely, they will personally talk to the person that's given them the gift. Say thank you, ask them questions, answer questions, and disclose all kinds of information to people who are anonymous on the internet. Like, at least with OnlyFans, there is a subscription relationship where, one person provides their details to another person, and that is all verified independently by the content platform. Here in BIGO Live, you can go and literally view the broadcast of anyone in the world. In terms of the business model, the vast majority of people who are broadcasting themselves are making small amounts of money. I did see one girl from Colombia who was living in Australia and broadcasting mostly to Australians. And she'd made about $20,000 in the last few months. And, people ask her, why are you in Australia? Why did you start doing this? Well, she's in Australia because she's getting married to an Australian. So these are people who are young people who have partners who often try to conceal them for the purposes of attracting attention from all these kinds of men. So if you didn't know about this program, I think this is far more dangerous than OnlyFans ever could be. Its youth focus is particularly pernicious and attracts obviously not the best type of clientele, and also risks the health and safety of young people who will, if they aren't producing adult content on BIGO Live, can easily communicate with the various people who are sending them gifts and money and can negotiate things that way, take things off the platform, and certainly graduate to other forms of content production going forward. So I would like to see BIGO Live eliminated and any program like it, but at the very least, people need to be talking about it, because we're very focused on OnlyFans and we talk about Twitch streamers and the like, but BIGO Live is far more dangerous and has gotten away with not drawing the attention of regulators, criminal investigators, and authorities. So hopefully this raises some awareness. If you didn't know about it, please share this video so other people do get to an understanding. And if you've had an experience with this product, if you know someone who was a creator or was burned in some way, please leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. I'm no means a wowser. Like I don't, get involved in, moral outrage, kind of debates very much, but this is a clear-cut right and wrong, and I think people need to know about it. Thank you very much for listening thus far, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.